Hi everybody, I'm just setting you up, so give me one sec. That should work. Oh, that works pretty well. You're going in the, right now you're in the, not my bad. Oh, I'm just finishing my lunch. Hello, Lamb. A yummy lunch. So delicious. I just got off the water. Oh, okay. So, hopefully that will just sit like that. I'll just wait for a sec while everyone jumps on. Hello, Kim. So like I said this morning, since I finished making my Brekkie Goodness paleo vegan cereal, I've had so many people messaging me asking if they can like order it online, or so it's going to do that a little bit. It's just because my I was out training and my laptop died. So rather than send everybody the recipe, which I'm totally happy to do, like the reason I was making Brekkie Goodness is because I just want to help people get healthier, right? Always. I just don't have the time or the energy to do everything. So I thought rather than send everybody the individual recipe, I would just jump on here and do it live. So thank you, Elaine. Hey, Jono. And then you guys can all make it at home, or if you need any more help, I can help you make it too. But my whole goal is just to share a healthier breakfast option, because I know it's a really hard time in the day to do something that's healthy. And I actually don't even eat breakfast most of the time, but when I'm racing or when I'm away traveling for work and I've got lots and lots of classes to present, I always have to have something, and I take this with me everywhere I go. Okay, so the amounts that I'm going to use make this much. It's a really big tray, so feel free to do as little or as much as you want, and you really can't go wrong. You basically just want to make sure that when you make it, it looks like it's going to be yummy. Like if you use a little bit more nuts or a little bit more coconut, it doesn't actually matter. You just want to make sure that it's all mushed around, and you'll get this beautiful consistency with the coconut oil and everything like that. So the first ingredient, and I really recommend that you use stuff, so I get a lot of my stuff from the market or from the Whole Foods place. I find that their nuts are really expensive though, so it's always a trade-off. If you can, support the scoop places because they are, you know, doing the right thing. I was just zooming around. So I'm going to tell you the amounts to make a huge tray, and then if you want to change it, you can just change it later. Look how many of you are on here. This is so cool. You're all going to have such healthy breakfast. So we're going to use 500 grams of mixed nuts. Now, I don't ever use peanuts. Peanuts are not a nut, they're a legume. They also contain really high amounts of a toxic mold. And so even if you get organic peanuts, that actually is worse because they haven't been treated for the toxic mold. And they're really high in phytic acid, which is just acid that in your gut, it can make it so you don't absorb nutrients properly if you have too much. So a little bit of peanuts every now and then, not a problem, but I wouldn't put it in here. So we're just going to go 500 grams of mixed nuts. Okay, the second thing is macadamia nuts. You have to buy them separately, and they are so crucial to yummy, yummy cereal. They're full of really healthy fats. So macadamias actually have omega-9. You might not have heard of that. You usually talk about omega-3 and omega-6. But these are omega-9 and they're super healthy. So you can use however many you can afford to use, right? The more the merrier. I've got probably about 80 grams here, so I'm just going to pop that in. I would prefer, if it was just for me, I would probably use like 150 grams or more. I would use more macadamias than anything else, but I still supply some people. Hello, Casey. Okay, then super important is your coconut. So this is shredded coconut, you can see in there. And I use about 200 to 250 grams. So heaps of coconut. Coconut is so yummy and so good for you. So I'm going to spread that out. Then I also, hang on one moment. I also use, everything's coming out everywhere, shredded coconut as well. And I use, how much of that? I'm just trying to remember. Another 200 to 250 grams. So that's 500 grams of coconut. It's just fantastic though, because when you toast coconut, it goes beautiful. If you're making this for other people, put gloves on. I just washed my hands so that they're clean as. Okay, so far we look like that. Lots of coconut. Oh, the nuts are at the bottom. Nuts here and there. Okay, next up we've got sesame seeds. And I use 125 grams of sesame seeds. Okay. Then puffed buckwheat. Puffed buckwheat. This right here. This is one of the non-essentials. It just adds a really nice lightness to it though. So I use our sprinkling. Do you want me to weigh it? I reckon I've weighed it before. I know how much of this weighs just by memory from making so many batches of cereal. I used to use about 50 to 60 grams of this. So it's just a sprinkling like this. Yeah. Hi Mish. Alright, so that is the puffed buckwheat. Then little bikinis. And once again, I'm just using heaps of different textures. When you're eating healthy, it's really great to use textures. And I use about 80 to 100 grams of buckwheat. You can just get that from Woolworths, easy, or the house shop has it too. Okay, what else have we got here? Oh, I know. Don't forget. Oh, I forgot them. I forgot something. Sunflower seeds. Okay, so sunflower seeds, you want quite a lot. So 250 to 300 grams. But I thought I had some and I haven't. Whoops. What I do have is pumpkin seeds. Then I need some pumpkin seeds. So when I was making a lot of this, I obviously bought everything in huge bulk, and now I don't have it in huge bulk. So pumpkin seeds, another 200 grams, which is approximately that much. So good. Okay, so you've already put your sunflower seeds in. I hope you've got a pen and paper writing all this down. I will tell it to you all again because I know them, but I like these. And I've got, I don't think I'm in short supply. This bag, like when I get them, they come full. It's crazy. Alright. So, that's all the key ingredients. Now the yumminess. Okay, because that would be boring. If you just toasted that, boring. You know I hate boring food. I like flavour. So now we get cinnamon. Now, I actually usually use this one. It's just I've only got a tiny bit left. So it's like true organic cinnamon. Delicious. But I was just running out. So I'm going to use a sprinkling across the top of cinnamon. And it works out to be around about 15 to 20 grams or like 4 teaspoons. Okay, then I'm going to get my salt and I'm going to do like this much. So it's quite a lot actually. Don't go too hardcore with it though. But the salt's going to just bring out even more flavour. Then, I just love to be in my cupboard. There's so many fun things in there. This is organic raw cacao. So I'm going to sprinkle that. Beautiful antioxidants, gives it heaps of flavour with the cinnamon. Whoa. A little bit too excited with the raw cacao. Okay, so now I'm mixing it all up. Claire, you're a legend. Claire's got pen and paper and hand. Okay, so I'm going to show you what it looks like right now, guys, because it looks awesome. Ready? Cool. So it's like, it's browny, it's all mixed in together, it's all different textures, really yummy. So now we're going to make it like yummy to the bomb. And this is the most important part. We're going to get our coconut oil. How much is in there? That's not enough. Don't worry, I've got a new one. Now, if you're being really good, I would actually heat the coconut oil in a saucepan. Sorry, I lost you guys there for a second. I use, see these small, I'm just going to check that you're not on Wi-Fi. Oh, there. Took us off Wi-Fi. See these small jars? I use like a good half of that jar. Just remember, coconut oil is so good for you. It's full of beautiful, healthy fats. So I'm just digging into this new one. And I just use tons. I just think you can't get enough of this stuff. It's absolute gold. So, because I'm just doing this quickly for you guys, I'm just going to pop that in the microwave. It heats really quickly, 40 to 50 seconds. I don't know why we keep dropping out there. Hello, I'm just having some of my delicious homemade, oh, that went in the cereal. Kombucha. Okay, so The coconut oil is in the microwave. Now I'm going to add some organic vanilla to it. And I'm also going to add some just plain old maple syrup. If you don't like maple, just use a dash of honey. You don't have to use any sweetener. You'll see I use a really small amount. But what the maple does, and why I choose maple over anything else, well, I'm vegan, so I don't use honey, but it makes it like caramel flavour. So you've got caramel with coconut, with cinnamon, with cacao. When you combine all those flavours under a low heat, it just smoulders all through and creates amazing flavour. Alright. So we've got about 150 ml of coconut oil, and we're going to use about 80 ml of 70 to 80 ml of maple, so like that. So you can see that huge batch, it's tiny, tiny. One teaspoon of organic vanilla, or you can use a vanilla bean, and you're just going to mix that up. Now here's the coolest part. Okay, you just go like this, and you guys can see I'm just going to pour it over the top, but that's not the end. You got to do this. Okay, get all that out, and then I'm just going to wash my hands because I'm going to use my hands. So then here you're actually, you can see what I'm doing at the bottom of the screen. It's like you're actually massaging the cereal. Yes, this is why I don't make my cereal anymore. No one understands how long and how much effort goes into making this beautiful cereal. Oh, that's so funny. Lillian, in Sydney, our coconut oil is all melted at the moment too. That one just came straight out of the fridge. Okay guys, so that is now ready to bake, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. Okay, here. Yum! Can you see? So good. It's like this delicious, all soaked in coconut oil yumminess. Now, I usually put the oven on before, doesn't really matter though, and I just put it on between 120 and 150. Okay, you've got to keep it low, and what you're going to do is every half hour you're just going to take it out, you're going to get a spoon and you're just going to mix it around so that it bakes all nice and evenly. So I'm just going to pop that in there, and that's going to bake for anywhere, like depending on how much time you've got and how crunchy you like it. So I prefer mine quite cooked, but you can do it light. You could just do an hour. Sometimes I'll chuck it on in the morning, come back at lunchtime, leave it for like 3 hours. But you want to ideally turn it. So between an hour and a half and 2 hours is amazing. And you've preheated the oven already. So I always just turn the oven on when I start getting everything ready. It takes me literally 10 minutes. I mean, you saw how long have we been going for? I think 12 minutes. So that took us 12 minutes. And it's all done. So that'll just bake away, and then it is ready to go. Now, does anyone have any questions while we're all here? And I can answer them. I'm just gonna swipe down. My phone's on the charger. Let me just have a look. Whoa. Man, you guys are keen beans on cereal. I think this is the most people we've ever had on a live. Must make more yummy food. Alright, sounds like everyone's got everything. So I'm going to go through those ingredients. Oh, I know, I'll just pop it in the comments and you can copy them. And cacao. Yeah, we got cacao. We did the cacao. Oh, was that a while ago you commented that, Mish? The comments, I think, take a while to come up. Alright guys, I will put the recipe down, but you want to watch the live because it helps heaps. Do I store in the fridge? No, I actually just store in airtight jars. I've got a whole cupboard full of jars, and I store it in airtight jars. And when I give it to people, I tell them to store it in jars too. Or you could just store it in like an airtight container. Bye! So yeah, whatever works. Okay, yeah, sure. My flatmate's just going to the supermarket. All right, everybody, have a beautiful afternoon. I will see you next Monday. I think next Monday we're going to do some goal setting for 2018. So that'll be exciting. I'll see you then. Mwah.